I want to talk a little bit about the blue ocean mindset. And if you aren't familiar with blue ocean, it's a concept from the book Blue Ocean Strategy. The idea is that players who play in red oceans are people who are competing for a predetermined marketplace, and they're playing by the rules of the game, struggling and fighting with each other to take the scraps that are left over from the bigger players who are also in that red ocean market. And the blue ocean is a concept about undiscovered marketplaces, marketplaces that people aren't serving. And the idea is that by using the blue ocean strategy, you can break out into those blue oceans, take market share that no one is competing for, and find way more success, way more profitability, all the benefits that come from it. And I want to talk a bit about mindset because we are so indoctrinated to play by red ocean strategies and play in the red ocean games, right? We are taught from a young age to obey, to follow the rules, to meet spec. And this translates throughout our adulthood into how we show up in business, which is to play by the rules, do what everyone else is doing, compete, do better in the things that they say that you should do better at. And this severely limits us from the capacity of breaking out and starting to serve undiscovered marketplaces. And what that looks like is, for example, in the wine industry. In the past, it used to be that very small number of people would enjoy wine, and particularly because it was kind of difficult to get into. The flavors were very complex. You had to learn a lot about the history, a lot of the types of wines, and so there was a big barrier of entry. And so what one company did, well, in the book it was Yellowtail, but what they did was they increased the number of wine buyers overall by introducing Yellowtail, by getting people to join that group of wine drinkers without having to understand all the complexity, and by creating a product that was enjoyable and beginner friendly. So by doing so, they weren't competing for the existing market share of wine drinkers. They were expanding the boundaries and collecting basically new users of new customers of wine that hadn't existed before. And when we seek to do this, we have to start with the mindset of thinking, how can we start to create a blue ocean strategy for ourselves? Because we've been so indoctrinated into red ocean mindsets, we have to start thinking differently. And in blue ocean, the primary one is that we have to start not ignoring, but we have to start detaching ourselves from the pre-existing rules, the pre-existing assumptions that the rest of the players in the industry are assuming. So this is the marketplace, this is the market, and these are the people we have to target and serve, is an assumption. This is how we have to show up and deliver our products and services. We have to meet clinical standards. We have to do all this stuff. That is also an assumption. Well, legally speaking, there are some standards you have to meet, but beyond that, right? How we show up as a dental office, how we show up as practitioners, what are the things that we have to display? What are the things that we have to, or how do we even have to introduce ourselves? All these different things are assumptions that we make about how the game has to be played. And the people who play blue oceans are questioning everything. They are challenging assumptions, and they are solving problems that no one thinks to solve about. And when we make this shift from someone who is trying to be an obedient and very good player when it comes to red ocean strategies, to someone who is looking to ask hard questions, to challenge assumptions, to solve problems that no one else is focusing on, then we can do the work of creating blue ocean strategies. But it starts with the mindset. It's very difficult for me to say you need to do blue ocean strategies, because I've told this to a lot of clients that I've worked with, that the opportunity lies in blue oceans, but the mindset shift wasn't there. And so what happens is they will revert back, or they won't have the confidence to pursue those new marketplaces. All right. So red ocean mindset, blue ocean mindset, predominantly red ocean mindset is the predominant force in the current ecosystem. It's how we're raised and it's how we're taught to play the game. But the blue ocean mindset is where we need to move towards. We need to start challenging assumptions. We need to start asking questions that people don't think to ask. We have to solve problems that people are avoiding or ignoring. And that's going to be the foundation for all the change that you're going to bring about. And that's going to give you like a competitive differentiation. It's going to give you marketplace dominance because no one else is solving that. All right, so all the benefits that come from Blue Ocean start with the mindset. Hope you take that to heart. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.